Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening, and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Allison Fergit. Iowa is the first U.S. state to remove gender identity protections from its civil rights code. On Friday, Governor Kim Reynolds signed into law a bill which eliminates civil rights protections in the state based on gender identity. Democrats called the bill hateful and warned it would set Iowa back. One of Iowa's only transgender lawmakers gave a powerful testimony on the law.
Vote this bill down today, because this is not the end. Those think tanks will ask you again and again and again to remove rights and freedoms from your fellow Iowans until none remain. Draw the line in the sand and say that civil rights in Iowa are enshrined and protected.
State Representative Steve Holt, the bill's manager, is defending his reasons for introducing the legislation. He says it's aimed at protecting women's private spaces and preventing taxpayer funding for gender-affirming care.
In my opinion, Democrats do not want to talk about the reality of the erasing of women as a result of gender identity based on feelings being elevated to a protected class status in the Iowa Code. It is amazing to me, in my opinion, that the party that championed women's rights.
Some House Republicans joined Democrats in voting against the bill, but it's still advanced. The new law will go into effect on July 1st. Bad news for Packers season ticket holders. Regular season tickets will increase between $7 and $21 per game, depending on location. The 2025 season will mark the 15th time in the last 16 seasons that the Packers have raised ticket prices. The team also announced it will not renew the season tickets of accounts that have sold all of their regular season tickets for the last few years.
Happy first day of meteorological spring. It really didn't feel like it out there today. We got lucky last week with our first taste of spring, but we got a little bit of a break from it today. Very chilly out there, 25 right now, clear skies going into tonight. It's going to keep those chilly conditions going throughout most of the nighttime period. 21 right now in Eau Claire, feeling like 15 though, even with that light wind out there. So definitely still chilly tonight, but we do have some reprieve coming tomorrow with some warmer temperatures coming in. Here's a look at those observed highs. Everybody's staying even below 30 degrees today. Big swing from what we've been dealing with usually. Those departures from our average high around 5 to 10 degrees below that average. But again, it's the first time that we've actually been below average for quite some time. We had a gusty day yesterday. Some areas, especially into southeastern Minnesota, registering wind gusts as high as 60 miles an hour. The good news is we're not really seeing that tonight. That's going to help with our chilly temperatures too. Wind chills should be on the minor side. We're seeing temperatures staying in the low 20s this evening in La Crosse, and Eau Claire is staying in the low 20s and eventually getting into the teens. So a little bit of a chilly night, but we do have a warm up coming to start the week off and a little bit of a wet pattern coming up, but I'll break it all down in the full forecast.
Thank you, Nicole. And speaking of that cold weather, Wisconsin's coolest event returned to the Coulee region. Today was La Crosse's Polar Plunge at the Black River Beach. The event supports the more than 14,000 athletes of Special Olympics Wisconsin. Participants will raise funds for the organization in the lead up to the event, and then today jumped into icy waters.
We're both education majors. We have experience working as paraprofessionals in school, and we just see such a great thing with this, and we love the Special Olympics and we want to support.
According to the Plunge La Crosse website, local plungers have raised more than $77,000 for the cause. It was a full house at West Salem's Features Fieldhouse today for Wisconsin's first Adaptive Sports League Floor Hockey Invitational. The High School Adaptive Sports League gives athletic and recreational opportunities to students with disabilities. 7 teams from around the state competed today, including a number of local teams. Those who organized today's invitational hope the event helps ASL expand to other districts, saying the league gives kids more chances to thrive.
Learn how to be resilient, how to overcome obstacles, self-determination. They develop friendships, social skills, you name it, all the life skills that come with regular ed sports as well. They all get that.
Today's invitational was not a tournament, so no team will be crowned the champion. Instead, every team will receive a unique award for their achievements, like best sportsmanship or most grit. Today marks the last day of the annual Leopold Day celebration in La Crosse, honoring Aldo Leopold, a pioneering figure in conservation. This year's theme, Waterways in the Driftless, addresses the growing concerns of erosion and flooding in the area. The event highlights Leopold's lasting impact and the urgent need for water conservation in the region.
Aldo Leopold is a conservationist, really famous for his work in the Sand County Almanac, which gets used across multiple ages and generations in the education world to really teach this connection.
Attendees also had the chance to learn about stream ecology. Today, the La Crosse County Library celebrated Black history and inspiration. The Bright Star Touring Theater presented Empowered, Brilliant, and Brave, Great Women of Black History. The show entertained families while highlighting the contributions of Black women throughout history. An actor says it's important to know history so it doesn't repeat itself.
I think it's important to know that these women overcame so much. They went through discrimination, disrespect, and tolerated a lot, and I think it's really important for people to know so that we don't keep doing the same thing.
The performance featured lessons on the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman, a celebration of the Jazz Age with Ella Fitzgerald, and stories of hidden figures like Dorothy Vaughan. Still to come, the world is still processing yesterday's fiery exchange between President Trump and Ukraine's president. What's next for the two leaders as uncertainty around the future of Ukraine-U.S. relations continues?
Our team is growing at Phillips Outdoor Services. We're now hiring a landscape install leader. Earn up to $35 an hour, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and 4 weeks PTO. Apply online today at phillipsoutdoorservices.com/careers.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun they're having, it's easy to take for granted how they warm up, by the fire, or simply adjusting their thermostat. But for some of us, it's not that easy. Some of us need to decide whether to heat or to eat, or to further neglect our basic survival needs. We are working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans, all struggling to pay record heating bills. These dangerous temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for us, they can be deadly. If you are struggling to decide if you can put food on the table or heat your home, please reach out for a hand up. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
The fact that Brad Schimmel supports the 1849 law terrifies me. When I was pregnant, I had complications, but because of the ban, doctors couldn't help me. Brad Schimmel has no idea what it's like to lay in a hospital bed, pregnant and dying. The 1849 law that Brad Schimmel supports almost killed me. Brad Schimmel is too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Our team is growing at Phillips Outdoor Services. We're now hiring a landscape install leader. Earn up to $35 an hour, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and 4 weeks PTO. Apply online today at phillipsoutdoorservices.com/careers.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is in London today. He thanked the American people and leadership and voiced hope for strong relations a day after a stunning Oval Office blowout with President Trump. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides reports from West Palm Beach, Florida.
British Prime Minister Keir Starmer welcomed Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to London on Saturday.
I want to thank you, people of the United Kingdom, such big support from the very beginning of this war.
The meeting follows the berating seen around the world. President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance gave Zelensky in the Oval Office Friday.
God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You
God bless. You will not have a war. Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on
position
this
to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
President Trump is spending the weekend at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach.
Before leaving D.C., Trump spoke to reporters about Zelensky's dressing down. That sparked new questions about the next chapter in U.S. support for Ukraine.
He's got to say, I want to make peace. He doesn't have to stand there and say about Putin this, Putin that, all negative things.
What became clear, and I think what has the president so frustrated and frankly angry, is that it's not clear that Zelensky truly wants to stop the fighting.
Many Republicans expressed support of the president after the showdown with Zelensky, but GOP Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska commented on the situation on X, calling it a regrettable conversation, showing the administration may try to end all U.S. support for Ukraine. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
On Sunday, Zelensky will meet with King Charles III before attending a summit with European leaders. The Trump administration has canceled the U.S.'s contribution to Ukraine's Energy Support Fund. A source says the government stopped U.S. aid's $25 million contribution that would help Ukraine support and repair its energy infrastructure, which has faced relentless attacks from Russia. This termination was among thousands of foreign assistance awards canceled this week. Democrats are fundraising off of Friday's contentious talks between President Trump and Zelensky. An email was sent from the Harris Fight Fund, which is associated with the campaign of former Vice President Kamala Harris. The email called the Oval Office confrontation a, quote, disgrace. It also said it was not good for Ukraine, the U.S., or the nation's European allies. The email then asked for donations to support Democratic congressional candidates so that Congress can, quote, be a check on this administration. President Donald Trump says he plans on pardoning the late baseball legend Pete Rose in the coming weeks. Donald Trump also is calling for Rose to be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was banned from baseball in 1989 for betting on games, including those involving his own team, the Cincinnati Reds. Despite holding the MLB all-time hits record, he was also made ineligible for the Hall. Rose admitted to the betting in his 2004 autobiography. The Post didn't clarify what the pardon would cover. Rose served 5 months in prison in 1990 for filing false tax returns. In 2017, a woman accused him of having sex with her while she was underage in the 70s. Rose passed away last year at the age of 83. A FedEx plane had to make an emergency landing at Newark Airport in New Jersey following a bird strike. The crew declared an emergency and returned safely to the airport. The company says the engine was damaged. Air traffic at the airport was briefly halted as a precaution, but operations have since resumed. No injuries were reported. We've got some exciting sports action ahead, including Wisconsin State wrestling highlights, but first...
Well, it's the first day of meteorological spring, but unfortunately it might be looking like this outside in the next upcoming days. We do have a chance for some snow and plenty of rain on the way to come for this week. I'll have a full look at it coming up in my forecast right after the break.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. It wouldn't be Friday without fish. Get yours with chips for $15.99 or with shrimp for $19.99 and end your week with $4 rail mixers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
A 7-year-old girl attends a birthday party at a local swimming pool. She's sexually assaulted by a repeat child molester. The monster faces 100 years in prison, but Judge Susan Crawford let him off with just 4. That was Crawford's choice. Now he's back on the street, walking distance from a school. And Judge Crawford, she wants a promotion. Susan Crawford, dangerous decisions, wrong for Wisconsin.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's Top Notch Teacher Program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond and providing a top-notch education.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet Spring Workwear event is going on now, and we have a great selection of quality workwear styles at unbeatable prices. New at Blaine's, men's brunch workwear apparel 25% off. Save 30% on men's work and sport sweatshirts. These men's Wolverine Western boots, $59.99 while supplies last. Plus, earn $30 in Carhartt bucks when you spend $125 on Carhartt gear. We've got the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Get up to 10% off sale prices or no interest for 3 years. The preferred customer event at Home Furniture.
Can your floor stand up to this? At Sealands Carpetland, we know how hard your family can be in your home. You need a flooring that can stand up to mud, pets, and a crew like this. Don't sacrifice beauty for function. We'll help you find the perfect flooring to fit your lifestyle and budget. Come in and see our huge selection of luxury vinyl and tile. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley, where our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. It wouldn't be Friday without fish. Get yours with chips for $15.99 or with shrimp for $19.99. And end your week with $4 rail mixers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Okay, well, it was a chilly one out there today to celebrate the first day of meteorological spring, but we're going to bounce back pretty quickly as we go into tomorrow and to definitely the beginning of the upcoming work week. So here's our lows tonight, staying in the upper single digits, and the low teens out there. Another chilly one, but we'll warm up quickly tomorrow, getting back to near normal temperatures. Many of us reaching into the low 40s again. Everybody, though, staying close to our average highs. Some areas north of I-94 staying in those upper 30s, but it will be nice, sunny and quiet out there. A great way to finish the weekend out, especially since we have a little bit more of an active pattern coming in as we go towards the middle portions of this week. Temperatures continuing to rise, though, as we go into the upcoming work week. 50s for both Monday and Tuesday in La Crosse, well above that average high of 38, getting back exactly to that normal high going into Wednesday, and then likely staying right around that to finish the week out after that. There are some signs to have some warmer weather moving in as we get closer to the beginning of next week. Still a ways out, though, but definitely have more of a spring-like pattern coming for the first start of March out here. But the main story this week is going to be a very strong system that will be impacting the entirety of the eastern half of the United States. Some point this week, everybody will be seeing either rain or snow. We're going to likely be seeing it starting Monday night, seeing some widespread showers moving in during the day Tuesday night, continuing to see that, and could even see a transition to some snowfall going into Wednesday. And then a light chance going into Friday, but really all of our attention is going into Tuesday and that Wednesday system. So here's what we have on our long-range sky tracker. We're going to see a weaker warm front ahead of the main system coming in around Monday evening. That could give some scattered showers around Monday evening. That's going to continue to move off to the north. Could again give some light rain into Monday night, but as you can see, that main body of the low pressure system is going to be staying off to our south until we get into the day Tuesday. Then we're going to be seeing widespread showers through most of your afternoon and evening and nighttime into Tuesday, but temperatures start to cool off. We get on the back end of this low pressure system getting some colder air, and that'll likely give us a transition to some snow showers as you wake up Wednesday morning, and that snow could last throughout most of the day Wednesday. Still seeing a chance for some snow showers going into Wednesday evening, but it all should be out of the area as you wake up Thursday morning having a dry day then. It will likely be a wet and heavy snow. That's the unfortunate part. It's not going to be the nice, pretty snow that we like to have. It's definitely going to fall under those lines of a spring snowfall where it's usually a little bit wetter. As far as precipitation goes, we have a chance to see upwards of an inch of rainfall with this system passing through, but remember, some of this could be falling as snow. Seeing a slight chance for some of the area to see over 3 inches of snowfall, likely seeing at least minor accumulations across most of the area. How much that will be, though, is really depending on when we start to see that transition to snowfall. What we do know is it's going to be wet either way. There's a lot of moisture with this system. 1 inch of rainfall is and one system is definitely sounding like springtime to me, so we were talking about it a little bit, but I think this could qualify as March coming in like a lion, but we have to see how it ends first.
Not too bad for a lion.
Yeah,
and I would really love
kind of a quiet lion.
I would really love, though, for this to be the lion and we can end on the lamb. That'd be really beautiful. All right, thank you, Nicole. And coming up next in sports, it's the final day of state wrestling. A preview on what's to come tonight. Plus tickets to the state tournament punched in West Salem on the gymnastics mat. That and more next with Jacob.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
I know Brad Schimmel, he has always focused on getting justice for victims of sexual assault. The Sexual Assault Kit Initiative, Brad cleared that backlog. It's a completely false attack on him. His opponents, I think, have to change the narrative to redirect the focus away when she routinely gives light sentences to child predators. That is not what we need on the Supreme Court in Wisconsin.
The reason I chose Maxwell White is I've had experiences working with them for over 30 years, and I've never been disappointed. They listen to your problems, and then they rapidly diagnose what the issues are, and they tell you what needs to be done, how they're going to do it, when they're going to do it, and then they follow through and get it done in a timely fashion, and they're very professional and follow up.
Shop Wisconsin's best deals at Black River Furniture Outlet. Find unbeatable prices on sectionals, big or small, to fit every home. Great savings on Ashley sofas and love seats. Style and comfort at a price you'll love. Check out our wide selection of reclining and power furniture, plus custom options from Best Home Furnishings. Experience top-tier comfort with Catnapper Furniture, where relaxation is key. Black River Furniture Outlet, your upholstery headquarters. Family values, veteran-owned, and no corporate hassle. Open 7 days a week in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
It is a big night of action throughout our area this evening, with teams and athletes in several sports putting it all on the line. That includes in West Salem, where last year's Division II runner-ups Panthers are now in Division I for gymnastics, but the goal remains the same, and that is to bring some hardware home. West Salem hosting 8 teams for the Division I gymnastics sectional this morning, and this was a highly competitive meet, folks. Let's start on the floor, where West Salem's Camden Liga would flip her way to a team best score of 9.250. Now Holman's Katie Lang, coming up next, would take first place on the floor. Here she is putting up a 9 on vault, as she also would place third all around. Lacrosse also getting in on the action as Danica Parnell does her floor routine. She would place second in the vault at 9.40. Then it was beam time. Nadia Trapnell would put up a team high 8.975, and that one deserves some big hugs after. Now West Salem's last event was beam. Need to be perfect to earn a spot at state, and perfect was an understatement. Liga, Olivia Mackey and Kennedy Garbers had big time performances, and talk about a nail biter. West Salem sneaks by Hudson by 0.05 points to earn the runner-up plaque and a ticket punch to the state meet in Wisconsin Rapids. Some Division II action to catch up from last night. The GET co-op is heading to state as well. They posted the best score at the Wisconsin Rapids sectional, followed by Sparta's Gabrielle Bjorkman, GET's Taylor Gallup, West B's Isabel Korn, and Onalaska's Eva Dreyer, all qualifying for the all-around competition. The team competition starts next Friday, and individual competition is Saturday, with all action taking place at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. State champions will be crowned on the mat tonight in Madison, as the final day of matches is here, day 3, and they are underway right now. We got 6 area wrestlers vying for a top finish on the podium. That includes GET Melman's Gunnar Johnson, who entered as a 6 seed in D2 at 157. Last night, he upset the 2 seed in a 6-5 decision. He says the reason for his and his team's success this year is simple.
We work hard. We have the best coaches in the state, and I truly believe that, and out there we proved it.
Now Johnson will once again have his work cut out for him, as he's up against Danny Heiser of Evansville, who is a 3-time state champ with a 49-0 record this year. Kate will have a recap of the state final action later tonight. In some girls basketball action, 5th-ranked Caledonia is now just one win away from state. The Warriors knocking off Cotter in Rochester late this afternoon. They'll face the winner of Dover Iota and Rochester Lords on Thursday for the Class 2A Section 1 crown, with action taking place at the Mayo Civic Center once again. And in Class 1A action, Rushford-Peterson falls to top-ranked Goodhue, and Spring Grove Mabel Canton season comes to a close at the hands of Grand Meadow. Highlights from Spring Grove and Caledonia later at 10, along with a ton of other action that includes girls basketball regional finals here in Wisconsin. Does it for sports. One more look at the weather after this.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
The Wisconsin RV Super Show is coming to you. Join us at any Camping World in Wisconsin February 27th to March 2nd to shop special RV Super Show pricing on the best selection of new and used RVs in Wisconsin. Tour brand new 2025 RVs starting at less than $5 a day. Enter to win a new RV and enjoy some free food on Saturday. Plus, we will beat any competitor's deal by $500 or you get $1,000. Learn more at campingworld.com/Wisconsin RV Super Show.
Hey, Dominic here. Do you have trouble getting your kids to eat their veggies? Well, we have Cheddar Pleasing to the rescue. Just add 1 teaspoon of Cheddar Pleasing to 2 to 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Pour it over your broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and more. It's also amazing on popcorn and even atop your casseroles. Get your cheddar and 39 other blends at Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. And remember, kids, eat your veggies.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started. Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Well, just because it's springtime doesn't mean we don't have more snow on the way. We still see around 7 inches on average in La Crosse, or just under 10 inches in Eau Claire throughout the month of March. So definitely still have the chance to have some snow in the forecast, and it's looking like we're going to be seeing it this week. Still have some snow lovers out there, but I'm ready to say goodbye.
Me too. It was so nice this week with the warm weather. I want to embrace it fully. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tonight.